because Museveni sent them to say Ebola is in Uganda, which is indeed, it was in Congo by the border. So when that happened, the United States said, well, travelers from Uganda and Congo should not be entering the United States willy-nilly because of the infection, fear of transfer of these infections. So the United States put a travel ban or restriction on Ugandans and Congolese, but Ugandans is what matters here. So with those restrictions, Museveni felt like, oh boy, now that we can't travel, that's a problem. That is a problem in their camp. So Museveni decided to send these people back, Diana Twine and Acheng, to come and say, we don't have Ebola anymore. Because they want to have their cake and eat it too. Hi, Stacy. That's my sister-in-law. So anyways, they want to have their cake and eat it too. It is so, so dangerous. So because Museveni will not get cash for the Ebola that he announced, because the Western world now knows how Museveni works, that when something happens, he purposely will do something so he can get funding from the Western world to do his personal affairs. Even if this money was given to him for Ebola, he would not use it for Ebola. He would use it for their personal family gain, which is normal. This is how they've run the country. It's always been that way. So anyways, so a chain comes out and says, the second day she comes out and says, oh, we don't have Ebola anymore. And so everyone is confused. But get this. In efforts to make sure that the Western world does give him cash or money towards Ebola, Museveni ordered his military, the SFCs, to go and find a group of humanitarian workers who had come to northern Uganda and Uganda in general to perform surgeries, free surgeries and procedures on several Ugandans who needed it. That group of humanitarian workers, while at the airport, Museveni had the SFC go and get the Ebola virus, somehow put it in hand sanitizer and spread some on their passports. So Uganda had not registered Ebola in the regions where these people were working. But to get these people to get him funding, Ebola was put on their passports and hand sanitizers. And today there is news from Italy that the group of humanitarian workers who came back from Uganda have Ebola in their systems. And somehow it's being treated. And it's being traced to have come from Uganda. So I know that this sounds crazy and sick, but I'm telling you, this is nothing compared to what the Museveni people do to Ugandans in Uganda. This is nothing. This is nothing. And they will stop at nothing to do even worse. So that's Ebola for you, okay? The next thing I want to talk about is...
A few moments later.
As I talk now, we don't have Ebola in the country. The one who's been taking care is improving and has tested negative. And soon, once she gains strength, we will be able to discharge her. So as I talk right now, we don't have Ebola. However much we have the effective measures in the country, provided our porous borders continue allowing movement, high-level movement of people and controlled movement, then we put our population in the country at risk.
I owe nothing to nobody. There's nobody I care about if you try to play around with it, because I owe nothing to you, not even to the government.
That 90 billion for Ebola response is just a drop in an ocean. Because even right now as I talk, we have spent, I think, over $1 billion. Just the teams at the border, crisscrossing all those districts, picking samples from Arua, from Chisoro, from day and night. They have no idea. They just have no idea.